Hello, everybody. Accureye here, and welcome back to another Dead or Alive 5. Another Accureye Talks video, and another Talks video in Dead or Alive 5. And in today's Talks video, I thought that continuing our series with timing and combo timing and whatnot, I thought that, and frames, I thought that we'd talk about Dead or Alive 5 and show you that in Dead or Alive 5 and even beyond Dead or Alive 5, like in Tekken, finding the frames and creating combos are quite easy. Now, with Dead or Alive 5, I must admit that the combos are pretty much laid out for you for the most part. For the most part, you will find that most of the combos in Dead or Alive 5 actually are pretty laid out for you. They don't really require that much, knowledge. You don't really have to... you don't really have to guess, okay, what are the combos. And I think that's one good thing about Dead or Alive 5 is that most of the combos are given to you, as you'll pretty much see, And, I mean, of course, timing and whatnot will make the game a little bit more difficult. As it is with anything on any fighting game, you're basically working on timing. So obviously there are, things that you will do, and you'll see that the struggle pretty much is real when it comes down to figuring out the actual timing and the actual combos. As, in online fighting, the chances of you pulling off all these moves are very unlikely. But, I mean, you never know. Given that you can punish people and you know how to punish people, if you're an adept player with someone like Tina, for instance, you'll find that punishing people is quite easy. And, pretty much anyone can do it as it is, So, I mean, given that, there is a little, thing about it. Now, one thing I like about Dead or Alive 6 that the demo had, that Dead or Alive 5 didn't have, was the fact that it did allow for combos. Now, obviously, the timing is everything. Learning the frames and learning these things is pretty much everything for the give or take motion of, of what you're doing. And as you can see there, it's like, some are really difficult and may take you a few tries to learn. Others are going to be really easy for you to learn, and you'll be able to do them with almost no issues. So, I mean, of course, it all depends on the situation, on the case of, what you're doing. And, obviously, in some cases, you'll see that it's very, very hard to do these certain type, of moves, and others are just like, you can do them almost with no issue. And as you can see here, like Tina, she's a grappler in Dead or Alive 5. So of course, being a grappler, you gotta rely mostly on grapple moves. So, of course, some of her timing stuff that you'll see, like me trying this combo grab here, is very, very difficult. And I'm not saying that I'm not, honestly, in my opinion, this would be much more difficult with a controller than it would be with a arcade stick. Even though a controller can potentially read or at least confirm the movements, at least to some degree, a little quicker. At least that's what I think it's doing. Maybe it'll be a little easier. But to me, I think precision movement and not getting extra frames or extra inputs when you don't want them is much harder on a controller than it is on an arcade stick. So it is what it is. But I mean, obviously you'll see that at some point here I do actually manage to get it. But this is what I mean by when learning the timing, the frames and everything, it can be very difficult to understand, to really get an idea for, and you'll see that it is kind of ends up being a struggle sometimes to pull off these certain moves, which is why, of course, when you see people, when you see people on ESO, or not ESO, EVO, tournaments and stuff, ESP, esports, ESL, esports league, you'll see that they are very, it is a bit of a, like, wow, how did they pull that one off, And, it makes sense. At the end of the day, why those things were pulled off, and how those things were able to be done, because they spend hours, probably like me right now, in training mode, just learning the combinations, learning their main character, learning what they need to do, And of course, like I've said, it's never an easy thing to do, It's not like it's something that everyone can do, You'll see it here where I'm literally struggling to try and figure out the right movement. Obviously, I kind of have the motion at this point, but I've yet to, get it to where it works, it works, if you will, But, I mean, obviously, you'll see here that eventually I do get the movement, and, this is why, many fighter game players, many players who are playing these games take so long practicing. They do this training mode, then they try to figure out, okay, what other combos can I do? How can I make this work for me, And this works with any character. It doesn't matter if you're a Tina main, or even like when we transition here an Iank main, You will take a long time learning all these little things just to try and become better. And, too often now, with the leaderboard and too many people just thinking they want to be diamond rank, they want to be A rank, they want to be master, they want to be, top of the leaderboard. It just isn't going to happen if you don't have the, the patience. And as you can see here, like even just training with Iank, who was one of my main characters, you'll see that, it takes some time to learn all these moves and get them, working correctly. So yeah, it is what it is. And, that's what I mean by, it will take some time to really, to really just get it done, get it right, And, that's what I mean by, the control and, learning these things can take time. It will take a good bit of time to learn. Like I said, I used to be one of my main characters, especially in Dead or Alive 5. But, as it is, even still today, I still practice, I still take time. And that's one thing that I hope many new aspiring FGC players will do is learn to kind of go, maybe we should take some time, go into offline mode, learn what we can, and then, try to apply that online instead of trying to go, oh, I'm going to be an A rank, I'm going to be an S rank player, and then everyone's going to love me because I'm doing this one move over and over and over again. I mean, honestly, for the most part, many people, yes, there are repetitive motions, there are repetitive moves. It all depends on the frame. But, I mean, don't get so repetitive to where it's like I have to put an infinite combo up there just to win, because I'm going to be the best by using an infinite combo. I mean, most of the time, the infinite combo is kind of like a last resort move for everyone. I mean, even when I used to competitively be part of Marvel vs. Capcom in local competitive tournaments, the infinite combo move was like a last resort for me. I never really resorted to an infinite combo move unless it was like a last resort, because let's face it, nobody likes watching that person who just wins because of an infinite combo. I mean, the infinite combo looks great, it looks fun, it looks cool when you can pull it off, but remember, it's kind of like your last resort move. I would never recommend you use that as your day-to-day move just to win, But, I mean, that's my thoughts, and that's just my talk about timing and learning timing on Dead or Alive 5. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out on this video. Hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully this has helped you become a little better at learning the timing and stuff for Dead or Alive 5. Dead or Alive 5, unlike Street Fighter, does have a bit of a different mechanic beast, but it's not so different that you wouldn't be able to learn it. With that being said, I am live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I am live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for sure for about 4 to 5 hours. I'm also trying to be live more often on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday and Tuesday and Sunday will be a 2 to 3 hour stream. If I do stream on Sunday, it'll always be a bonus stream. So never guarantee yourself to have a stream on Sundays. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. And until the next one, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell everyone.